Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back. Hope you're all having a good day. So yeah, you did read that title correctly. I did have my first real live coding assessment as a self-taught developer. And I wanted to share my experience with you. Hopefully this can help you out. This experience definitely helped me out and give me a better direction of how to approach this problem when trying to either get your first job or trying to get another job in the tech industry. So yeah, like I said before, I am self-taught. I'm actually still doing the bootcamp that I've been doing on Udemy. I'll put the course down below, but basically I'm going for a full stack MERN developer. I haven't started React yet, even though I have done create React app and worked with React components, import, header, footer type of stuff. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience, and hopefully this can help you out. So yeah, like I said, I learned on the Udemy course. It's Angela Yu's web development bootcamp. It's actually a real bootcamp over in London, and it's called the App Brewery, and people pay about $10,000 to $11,000 US. To do this boot camp, and I'm just doing it myself. I am a college student, but I've only taken one programming class, and I'm not even done with it yet. So yeah, and I got a coding assessment. So you can too. Yeah, so how did I prepare for this interview? So my girlfriend, she's actually a full stack web developer. She went to a coding boot camp at the University of Miami. And surprisingly enough, she was able to land a job about 4 months after graduating the boot camp. Now, everybody's financial situation is different. Maybe you don't have the money to pay for a boot camp like that. Well, you can teach yourself like I did. So in preparation for the interview, so I had done my resume and I was applying to jobs. So this company, they reached out to me and they said, hey, we want to have a general interview with you. I said, okay, great. So we had the interview went well. I think it went awesome. And so then they offered a second interview, a technical interview in JavaScript. So got into the interview for JavaScript. And, I'm talking to the senior engineer. He's telling me a little bit about his background. I'm telling him about my background, and we're talking about coding and like the projects we've been on, and it was really cool. It was really fun. It was a great experience to talk to a senior engineer and kind of get that tech community feel that you want. So my preparation for the bootcamp, I had about 3 days before I knew I had the technical interview coming up. And you never really know. Like, every company is different. I got a buddy who is software engineer at a large company. They didn't give him a technical interview. My girlfriend's technical interview was the Fizzbuzz challenge. So for me, I practiced Fizzbuzz. So, at least like now I know how to do Fizzbuzz like the back of my hand. I can do console log Fizzbuzz. I can do... I can put it on the web page, Fizzbuzz, document, get element by ID, throw it on the web page. So that's cool. It's good to know that logic anyways, but that was pretty much the length of my my preparation. You're like, oh, well, that's not really much. Well, you go ahead and do the Fizzbuzz. You don't really know how to code. But it's a challenge nonetheless to test your skills in logic and give you a problem. So that was actually where I got stuck. So in the examples, like the first problem was something along the lines of, create a function that throws in 2 parameters and will add the first parameter to the second parameter and return the sum. And I was like, okay, that's easy. Then the second problem is the one that I got stuck on. And it was something along the lines, real quick, shameless plug. If you like this content and you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe. It helps the algorithm, and hopefully I can help you out and you can help me out. But the problem that I got stuck on, maybe this is a simple problem, but for me, I found it challenging because I haven't been exposed to this kind of logic. Honestly, I think this position was for an experienced engineer, and they wanted to see how well I knew JavaScript. And honestly, it just, I code every day, but my skill set just wasn't there. But the problem that I got stuck on was create a function that passes in an array and an integer, and then in the function you're going to test the array for any two values, the sum of any two values that equal the integer, and if it's true, return true. If it's false, return false, and keep testing until all the values are tested. So this, for me, like, it was complex for me, and I just was looking at the function, like, it was a live coding assessment. I'm just looking at the function, and I'm talking to the senior engineer, and I'm like trying to figure out this problem and see if I could solve it. I could not solve it, but the senior engineer was really cool, and he walked through the logic with me, and he explained how to break down the problem, and he was really nice about it. Awesome guy, really nice about it. I just want to say that I had a lot of fun, and I totally recommend that no matter what your skill set is at, you should apply to jobs and try to get yourself out there. He recommended to me, this is the advice he gave, part of the advice he gave to me is, you really just got to get or take as many interviews as you can get. If you can get in and just practice live coding in front of somebody and get that experience, it's just invaluable. As well as the advice that he gave me, it was just invaluable. So, for example, he told me, and let me back up for a second. I asked this question because I knew that I didn't do that well in the interview, and I'm just the kind of guy where I'm open. I'm gonna ask you the question directly. Hey, what do you think? So I had asked him, and I kind of stuttered for a second because I didn't know how to say it, and I was just I just kind of nervous a little bit, to be honest. But like I said, super cool engineer. I asked him, listen, if you don't, I try to be professional, but he was really easy to talk to, if you know what I mean, and he kind of got you out of your got you into your comfort zone so you could talk to people. I said, listen, if you don't think that I'm a fit for this position, what advice could you give me for in applying for the future? And he said, that's a great question. And I think it was too, because it's valuable to get the answer and see what he thinks. He said, look, really you're going to want to practice the logic and, go grind out some algorithms on HackerRank and LeetCode. And this is really what he said. And he said, he was even nice enough of a guy. I connected with him on social media, and he said, hey, when you think you're ready again, let me know. That is awesome. And that is why I said earlier in the video that I think it's so valuable, like he said, to take as many interviews as you can get, because you really never know what kind of doors are going to open, what kind of opportunities are going to be available for you in the future. So, that's just something that I think is really awesome when you think about it. And he was, like I said, great guy. Super informative, extremely experienced as a programmer and an architect, engineer, however you want to say it. So just to wrap up this video, I wanted to say thank you for watching. Please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. It helps the algorithm, helps get this content to other people if you think it's valuable. Like I said, I had a lot of fun in the interview, so don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Get your LinkedIn all set up, get your resume written, study some HackerRank and LeetCode, make a couple projects, and apply. I mean, honestly, what do you got to lose? What are they going to say? What are they going to say? Sorry, but we're sorry to inform you that we can't hire you. Well, I'll apply to another job, right? You live to apply again. But yeah, don't be afraid and put yourself out there. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day.